Well, this didn't take long now, did it, Texas? A 13-year-old who was raped by her grandfather traveled hours across Texas to get an abortion she wouldn't have been able to under the state's new 6-week ban. The ban that Governor Greg Abbott decided to place last week gave no exceptions for rape or incest. This 13-year-old child name is being kept private. However, she told her mother that she stopped getting her period, and a doctor confirmed that she was in fact pregnant. The family later found out she was being raped by her grandfather. A child who is a victim of sexual assault at the hands of a relative should not be forced to give birth. You can pause to read here as well, but there was also a 17-year-old who was sexually assaulted at a party. The bill allows for no exceptions for rape or incest because it says that public and private agencies provide emergency contraception for rape and incest victims. Why, man?
This goes for any states like South Carolina, Florida, and any state that passed a heartbeat bill that has a 6-week ban. Even if it says anything about this. So any state with a heartbeat bill, as I said before, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The government says you can get abortion even if you were raped. No, as I said, it doesn't matter. If you are past the 6-week marker, you can't get an abortion. You can't. It doesn't matter. You can't, because that's why the abortion ban was placed. So you can't get an abortion past the 6-week bill marker. It doesn't matter if you were raped. It doesn't matter. This right here proves it. It doesn't matter. The news outlets, I found this out. The news outlets don't always tell the fucking truth. The news on TV, the news on Facebook, they don't always tell the truth. I found out through resources that news on TikTok tell the truth. And the news on YouTube now tell the truth. So, except for CBS and all that stuff and Fox News, they don't always tell the truth. But news, I've been finding out, on TikTok, they tell the truth. They reveal the truth. Like, what I just showed you, they reveal the truth. So, because they're raw information. Raw information. So, and raw experiences. So this is a real experience. So these heartbeat bills are just bills for people who are raped to not be able to get abortions. And as I said, abortions, that woman invented abortions in her day for rape victims. And these evangelists and governors and shit passed these heartbeat bills so people who are raped cannot get them. Because what is the best way, and the reason why I shared that Hitler quote, what is the best way to control a people? And the best way to control a people and to make them slowly lose their rights and to take things away from them. Control women's reproductive rights. Take away guns slowly. And the government, and control the people. Yeah. Our government is slowly turning into a socialist party. A communist party mixed together, and they want to control us like no fucking tomorrow. It's becoming corrupt as fuck. So, I live in South Carolina. They just passed this heartbeat bill, and as I said, rape cases have gone up, and I've been getting men looking at me like they want to fucking do that to me. even though I dress a man and have my hair like this. And there's been men that have whispered like they wanted to do that to me, and I've heard it in public. It scares me. Some even followed me and my mom to the car, and I was lucky enough that a cop car pulled up next to us, and the men just were pussied out and walked away. Yeah, I scared me and Mom that day. Mom was even scared. And it was right after they passed it. Men are getting ballsy after this heartbeat bill was passed, and they know they can get away with rape. And they know women can't get abortions. Men get a sick high off of rapists and stuff, get a sick high off of impregnating women, just so you know that. They do. With their children. That's how they know they can overpower us. They do. I've talked to cons like that. I have. I've talked to cons that were in prison with rapists and stuff, and they've talked to rapists like that. And they do rapists get off on that shit. Predators do. I've talked to a former yakuza, and he's talked to people like that, and that yakuza got deported. That was when I was in high school. I talked to a legit yakuza. He was interesting to talk to. He was really interesting. Yeah. He was a nice guy, though, but he regretted what he did. Yeah, he regretted what he did. And he wanted to go home and see his family. But he had to be careful about going home and go into hiding. Yeah, I hung out with him a lot. Asked questions, everything about Japan, about the Yakuza life. It was interesting. If you guys want me to talk about him, I will. He talked about Japan a lot to me, like how differences and everything. And he talked about a lot about he knew about some of the anime industry. He knew about things I could probably get in trouble from the Yakuza talking about. He wasn't shy talking about that. The Yakuza does run most of Japan. They do. Yeah, they do. Drug trade, guns, a lot of that stuff. They help with a lot of shit. They do a lot of bad shit. They even deal with the Chinese mafia, a lot of the other mafias out there. Do a lot of trading with them, I know that. Thanks to him. I was like, oh my god, you're telling me a lot of shit. He's like, I don't care anymore. Like, why are you telling me this? Because you want to know, right? I'm like, yeah, I want to learn about this stuff. But you're so trusting of me. I don't. We were good friends. Like, we were good friends. We talked for about a year until he had to, like, leave. Yeah. He was interesting. I forgot his name because of all the medicine I was on years ago. I think his name started with an H. But I do remember he had a daughter my age, and then he had a son, I think in middle school. He had a wife. I think his son would be probably a year older than me. And my age or a year older. And he felt sorry for me. I had all the disabilities I had. He's like, yeah, drugs did do some shit to you. Drugs did. Your father did do drugs and did do shit to you. Yeah. They could do that. Yeah, he wasn't shy about cussing. Like, he says, yeah, Yakuza cuss all the time. We do. You can cuss around me. I'm like, you don't mind it? Because I know. I heard Japanese are not used to it. Over in Japan, they're not. But here, I've been in America long enough. I've heard it all in prison. And also the Yakuza. Foul mouth. I'm like, okay. Yeah, but as I said, the bill, sorry I got off topic, but they were talking about that, and then it reminded me of talking to cons, and he was a big con I talked to, and then I talked to other cons, and the reason why I talked to cons is because I was doing a paper on it, and he was the biggest con I talked to and did the paper on. And I got a big A for it because I talked to him. He was my main, yeah. But I said, let me get back on track. As I said, these bills are bad. Biggest gamble that you gotta be aware. If you do get raped in South Carolina, Florida, and any state that has these bills, and you're past the 6-week marker, and you know you're pregnant, be expecting to go to drive or fly to a state that allows abortions, that doesn't have a heartbeat bill. Go to a state that does. Please do it. Because you don't want to give birth, and you know you have PTSD and mental health issues. Don't give birth to it. I'm a big believer in it. If you if you have PTSD and mental health issues, and you know you'll have mental health crisis while being pregnant with this, please do not give birth to it. And you know you're autistic, and you know you'll have a mental health crisis or something with it, and you have mental health too combined, do not give birth to it. Please. Okay? Thank you. I'll end this video for now. Bye.